Welcome to the deep dive. We cut through the noise, straight to what matters. And today, we're diving into the FanttikRide N7 Pro electric wiggle car. You might know it as the CyberWiggle. Kind of a fun nickname. We're going to unpack its unique design, the features it packs, and frankly, some surprising durability issues that seem to pop up. Our mission here, give you the shortcut, basically. Is this thing a game changer from a company known for engineering? Or is it maybe a bit of a gamble on reliability?
Yeah. And what's really striking, I think, is Fanttik's background. I mean, they weren't originally a toy company, right? They built their reputation on like really robust automotive tools. They've even won Red Dot Design Awards for things like tire inflators.
Yeah.
Serious stuff. So they come into this FanttikRide sub-brand with this heritage of, tough tech-focused hardware, which definitely sets a certain expectation for how this wiggle car should perform, how it should be built.
Okay, so that's the foundation, a strong one, you'd think. Let's see how that engineering focus translates to the N7 Pro's actual user experience. Because, well, it really does seem to deliver on the fun aspect. This isn't just your basic ride-on toy. It's built for those cool 360-degree spins, all controlled by that butterfly-style steering wheel, which looks pretty neat. But what really jumped out at me, looking at the specs, is the weight capacity. 150 pounds. That seems unusually high for a kid's toy like this, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. That's a huge number. It really makes it stand out. It means it can work for a much wider age range than, most typical ride-ons. I even read about a 5'9" adult trying it out, which says something about the basic structure. Plus, it's got a built-in Bluetooth speaker. Kids can stream their own music while riding around.
That's a nice touch, the speaker. Okay, let's talk safety for a second. They mentioned this active stability design. Wide base, kind of a pyramid shape, anti-tip wheels at the back. It seems focused on balance, but there's no seatbelt and no parental remote control either. For parents who are used to having that override feature, isn't handing over all the control to, say, a 3-year-old. Isn't that a big leap?
It definitely changes the dynamic, yeah. It's different from a lot of electric ride-ons where the parent has some control. The N7 Pro puts the child completely in charge. It relies on that low center of gravity you mentioned. As for actually moving it, there are two ways. You've got the electric mode with a foot pedal, or, the classic manual wiggle car motion, just wiggling the steering wheel. And there are two speed settings, too. There's a physical plug you use to cap it at a slow 1.9 miles for the little ones, or you can let it go up to 4 miles for kids with a bit more experience.
And the surface it's on is pretty key, right? It sounds like it works okay on really low pile carpet, maybe, but it really needs smooth, flat surfaces like tile, wood floors, maybe smooth pavement outside. So you definitely shouldn't expect it to handle thick rugs or grass or gravel. That'll just strain the motor, I guess.
Exactly. Those surfaces are a no-go. But this brings us to, the elephant in the room, the big challenge. It kind of calls into question where Fanttik's engineering muscle really shows up and where it maybe surprisingly doesn't. Reliability.
Okay. So the core insight is coming up.
Yeah, this is it. While the main body, the chassis, seems pretty solid. People say it holds up to bumps and crashes reasonably well. There's this weird disconnect. Fanttik's know-how in making a strong frame seems clear, but their execution on some really critical electronic parts, the ones used constantly like the foot pedal, that often seems to fall short. It almost makes you wonder if they're using like different supply chains or maybe have different priorities for these consumer toys versus their pro tools. Because the most common complaint by far is the foot pedal accelerator breaking. Sometimes really quickly, like within weeks. Some users have even pinpointed what they think is a poor quality brush inside the pedal switch mechanism. That's a classic failure point in small electronics. And there are other reports too, just total electrical failure. The car charges, but then nothing. It just won't drive.
So if the main structure, the chassis, is built tough, why do you think these smaller but absolutely essential internal parts are proving so unreliable? Is it just about saving money, cutting costs on those components? Or maybe it's a lack of specific experience with the demands placed on, toy-grade electronics versus professional tools.
It's probably a mix of things. Yeah, cost is likely a factor, and maybe the quality control of the design specs for these sort of plug-and-play internal parts in a consumer toy just aren't as strict as for their automotive gear. It makes it a really compelling package on the surface, loads of fun features, but you absolutely have to weigh that initial thrill, the cool design, against this documented risk that a key part might just fail.
Exactly. So let's sum it up. The FanttikRide N7 Pro, it clearly offers a lot of fun. You've got those motion-activated flashing wheels, the 360 spins, Bluetooth speaker, that impressive 150-pound weight limit. Great for a wide age range as long as you stick to smooth surfaces. But That really brilliant concept seems consistently let down by these recurring issues with mechanical and electrical parts, especially that foot pedal. It's a real contrast, isn't it? Tough on the outside, but potentially fragile inside.
It really is. So thinking about its high entertainment value and remembering that engineering background from a company that makes genuinely robust tools, how do you, the listener, weigh that? The initial fun, the innovative features against that documented risk of parts failing?
Yep.
What's the actual long-term value here when you factor in what seems like a significant durability gamble? Something to think about.